Let's talk about postpartum depression. It's a term we've all heard, but do we really get what it means? This isn't just something new mothers go through. It's a storm that can shake an entire family to its core. We're going to follow one woman's journey deep into that storm and uncover the lessons she learned that honestly, all of us need to hear. Just picture this for a second. You're completely disoriented. You're a mother, but you're not with your baby, you're not with your husband, you're not with any of your kids. This was the terrifying new reality for Elisa Pollack. Her words just cut right to the confusion and the agony of it all, like your whole identity has just vanished into thin air. So that question she asked, what is going on here? It leads us to the biggest puzzle of this whole thing. I mean, having a baby is supposed to be one of the happiest times in your life, right? So how on earth does it twist into this nightmare of feeling completely alone and hopeless? We're going to follow Elisa's story to find out how this happens and, more importantly, how you find a way back.
What's so jarring about Elisa's story is that this wasn't her first rodeo. This was her sixth child. She had this big, beautiful family, and after the first 5 births, she was totally fine. So when this hit, it felt like it came completely out of left field. And that just made the fear and confusion so much worse.
Okay, so this is absolutely critical to understand. So many of us mix up postpartum depression with the baby blues. The baby blues are super common, pretty mild, and they usually go away in a couple of weeks. But PPD, that is a whole different animal. It's a serious, debilitating medical illness that can go on for months and months. It's not just feeling sad, it can completely change your ability to even function. And here's the kicker. PPD doesn't always look like the stereotype we have in our heads, of a mom who can't stop crying. For Elisa, it started with intense physical symptoms. She had this horrible nausea, she literally could not sleep, and she felt this crushing, overwhelming anxiety. And because those weren't the classic signs, people just missed it. They brushed it off as, just being a tired new mom.
And listen, Elisa's story isn't some rare exception. This is not a rare condition. The stats show that up to 1 in 5 new mothers will experience some form of postpartum depression or anxiety. Just think about that. In any group of new moms you see, there's a good chance at least one of them is struggling in silence.
And this is the hidden tragedy of it all. A staggering half of all mothers with PPD are never even diagnosed. Why? Shame. Stigma. This feeling that you're failing at the one thing that's supposed to be completely natural. And that feeling forces so many women into this lonely, toxic silence. So because nobody really understood what was happening, things started to spiral for Eliza. She was in the darkest part of her journey. She said it was like fighting an invisible enemy, something that was stealing everything from her, but nobody else could even see it.
Wow, just feel the power in those words. The sense of loss is just profound. It felt like her whole life, her family, who she was just dissolving. And the worst part was not knowing why. It's not like a broken arm that everyone can see and understand. This felt like a ghost, just silently haunting her and stealing all her joy.
And it all led to this, rock bottom. She got so sick that she had to be separated from her own family. She was staying at her parents' house, couldn't eat, couldn't sleep. She could barely take care of herself, let alone a newborn and 5 other kids. She was totally trapped in this nightmare, and she was convinced there was no way out. But even at rock bottom, things can change. In a moment of just pure desperation, when it felt like all hope was gone, her family did something. One small action that would end up changing everything. It wasn't some miracle cure, but it was the first real step on that long road back.
So what was this life-changing move? A Google search. I know, it sounds so simple, but it was a specific search. They looked for help that would actually understand their family's religious background and culture, and that led them to an organization that got it. It just goes to show you how important it is to find the right kind of help.
And this was the result. For the first time in months, Eliza was talking to someone who wasn't judging her, someone who saw her. Imagine the relief of hearing someone say, "I know what's happening to you, and we can help." That right there, that was the first little flicker of hope she'd felt in a very, very long time.
So, what did recovery actually look like? Well, let's be real, it wasn't a magic wand. Eliza calls it a fight, a hard, step-by-step battle to get her life back. And every single small victory was something she had to fight for. It's really a testament to her strength.
What's so powerful here is just how real this is. It all started with getting the right diagnosis and support. Then it was all about baby steps. She couldn't cook a whole dinner for her family, but she could try to make one salad. It was also about knowing there would be setbacks. That whole 2 steps forward, 1 step back thing is real and it's scary, but it's part of the process. It's a sign you're still moving.
And this is where the story completely transforms. After fighting so hard to get her health back, Eliza didn't just want to forget about it. She felt this deep need to use her awful experience to make sure other women didn't have to suffer like she did. She turned all that pain into a powerful new purpose.
She founded an organization and named it Tikva. And the name is just perfect. In Hebrew, Tikva means hope. It's the one thing she lost, the one thing she had to fight so hard to get back. And now, she dedicates her life to giving that hope to others.
In Tikva's mission, it's basically designed to be everything she didn't have on her journey. It's a helpline that gives women support, real information, and referrals to the right doctors. It's a lifeline built specifically so that other women don't have to get lost in the system and suffer alone the way she did.
And if you take one thing away from all this, let it be this. This is the single most important message from her entire story. PPD is a medical illness. It's not a character flaw. It is not your fault. You did nothing wrong. And there is absolutely nothing to be ashamed of. This is the message that can shatter the stigma.
So, we'll end on this thought. With 1 in 5 new mothers affected, odds are we all know someone who struggled with this or maybe is struggling right now. So who in your life, your friend, your sister, your wife, your daughter, who might just need to hear those simple, powerful words? You did nothing wrong, and it is okay to ask for help. And what can we do to make sure they hear it?